I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0 with me today, Chad Finn. Sports Illustrated runs a weekly poll of players and things about what do you like about this and that? Who's the most overrated, underrated, blah, blah, blah. This week's was, which NFL coach, Chad, would you most like to play for? And the winner, really not a shock, but an interesting plurality, if you will, 27%. Number one, Rex Ryan. Our boy, Coach Bill, finished 5th. What do we make of all this?
Well, I think Hard Knocks on HBO was a nice infomercial for Rex.
Well,
and,
yes.
He's the happy-go-lucky buddy coach who also happens to be winning. So
well, yes, but he hasn't won anything yet, has he? No. He's got a ring. He was the defensive coordinator of those fearsome Ravens back in 2000, and that's his claim to fame as an achiever. But it is interesting. That's a pretty good, 1 out of every 4 players, a little bit in excess of the league, would rather play for a guy who hasn't won anything than a guy who has won it 3 times. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, 7% is all Bill got.
I think part of it with Ryan probably stylistically too. The let him go blitz defense and the aggressiveness and not a lot of accountability maybe.
Well, we know Bill doesn't, is not going to send Christmas cards, and we know that he's not going to be invited to the weddings, and and all that stuff. It's business. And do you think that since they haven't won in 6 years, it will be 6 years in February if they don't win, and since it's a new, the churning over of the crop of the NFL, these new guys, many players in the league have never experienced a Patriot victory, that the luster is gone, and from the eyes of the players, they don't care about Bill Belichick's achievements.
Well, I think 6 years in the NFL is pretty much a different generation.
Well, it's longer than the average career. The average career is 3.4, something like that. So it's almost twice as long. Oh no, a little bit, But it's very interesting still, because I always thought the thing about Bill was this: that you didn't have to be buddy, but the fact is, if you listen to what he said, you would win. And the Patriots still are a reasonably successful winning team, but it doesn't seem to matter as much with these guys. I just think Rex is everybody's idea of I guess of a great guy. I mean, if you're a football coach, he's a football-oriented guy, but he likes to have a little fun.
He does. He has a good time.
Likes to have fun, and that's a word we haven't associated with Coach Bill, I got to admit there. And now number 2 was Mike Tomlin. Doesn't really surprise me.
No. Another aggressive team, another coach who lets his players play.
And a recent victor, and a young. Could be a key here, too. Rex comes off. He's a middle-aged guy, but he comes off young.
He does, yeah.
And he skews to that demographic. So there it is. Rex is number 1. Bill's number 5. And but somehow I don't think anybody's going to worry too much about that when they play next Monday night.